everybody, I hope you guys are doing fine. Today I'm going to show you how to create these bolts in a very easy way in Blender. So in today's lesson you guys will learn how to make these circular bolts, these hexagonal bolts and these hexagonal nuts. So before starting the video, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. So let's get started. So first, start by adding a cylinder and then scale it at the Z axis by pressing S and then Z, so we make it thinner, and then scale it to something like this. And now we want to make these edges more smoother. So to do that, we are going to go to the edit mode. So we are going to click to here, then pressing to edit mode or by pressing to tab. Now we are going to deselect all of the selected edges with Alt A, and then we are going to select faces, and then we are going to select these two faces, which are these edges. Then we are going to hold Ctrl then click B. We are going to hold Ctrl then click A, and then we are going to apply the scale, which it will reset the scale of this cylinder. So when we go back to the edit mode, then bevel it with Ctrl B, it will be more better like this. Now when we bevel, it will be like this, and to make it smoother we are going to scroll upwards like this, which will add these edges. So we will bevel it like this. Then we are going to deselect all of the selected parts, and then we are going to select these two faces and then insert them, and we are going to insert it to somewhere over here. So now we are going to right click and then bridge faces, and now we are going to select these edges, and then we are going to press to E to extrude these edges out, then S to scale it like this, and then Shift Z, so we don't scale it at the Z axis. So we are going to hold Ctrl while doing this, and we are going to scale it to somewhere over here like this. Now we are going to select these edges and then press to F, then make this thing to each of these edges like this. Now we are going to select these, then we are going to change the medan points to individual origins, so it scales all of them individually. Then we are going to scale it at the same way with Shift Z. I'm going to scale it like this. Now we are going to press to M, then merge by distance, and then change here the merge distance until these vertices are merged like this. Now we will need to scale this down a little bit like this, and now we can start filling these parts. But before filling them, we will delete these faces that we don't need, and then we can start filling these holes. So we are going to select these edges, then press F like this. Then the same thing over here. Now I'm going to view from the side, and then add here, and then I'm going to press to K to open the knife, and then I'm going to click to here and then press to Y. Then I'm going to press to C to cut through this cylinder, and then I'm going to click over here, then press 2 spacebar or the enter. So after that, we are going to select these edges. Then we are going to press 2F like this. Then we are going to delete these faces that we don't need. Then we are going to fill this hole over here. Now I will fill this hole over here. And then I'm going to delete these faces that we don't need. Like this. Now I'm going to add a subdivision surface modifier with Ctrl 2. And then to solve this problem, I'm going to select these edges. Then I'm going to hold Shift, then press E, and then we can press 1 to make these parts flat. Then I'm going to do the same thing over here, like this, and I guess we can leave here like this. And then we are going to do the edge crease over here. And also, we can delete these faces that we don't need. Like this. And now, and now the head part of the bolt is ready. Now we will only have to shade this out to smooth. And now we can hide this by pressing 2H. Now we are going to add a circle, and then in the vertex selection we are going to click to this vertex over here, then with the rest with pressing X, then selecting the vertices, and then we are going to change here the screw to 0.5 like this. I'm going to change here the iterations to something like 10. And then we can extrude this upwards by 0.5 like this. And then we are going to add here like some 3 loop cuts by scrolling upwards. Then add here some cuts with Ctrl R, then scrolling up. And then select this middle vertex. Then we are going to enable the proportional editing, and then we will move it at the y-axis. But don't forget to scroll down to decrease the amount of the power of to increase the area of the proportional editing. So we are going to do it like this, and then we are going to add a subdivision surface modifier. And then we are going to add a bevel modifier, then change the segments to 2, and then we are going to change here the amount to 0.07. Then we are going to add a subdivision surface modifier. Now we are going to apply the screw modifier, and then in the edit mode we are going to select all with A, then M, then merge by distance. So we merge this. So we merge these vertices that are overlapping each other. And then we select these, and then we click over here by pressing Alt, and then we are going to do Shift E, and with this like this. So I'm going to do this place a bit sharper, like this. And now we can select these vertices and then press to M, then merge at last, like this, and then select this edge loop, then scale it at the Z axis, move it downwards, and then do it like this. And now we are going to extrude it downwards over here, and then we are going to scale it, then fill it with F, then inset with I, then hold Shift, then press to R to repeat what we have done, and then in the face selection, right click, then select the poke faces. Now in the vertice selection, we are going to select this vertice, open the proportional editing, and then move it downwards, like this. And the same thing over here, but the place we are going to merge is here. And now we are going to extrude it. And now we are going to extrude this a little bit upwards, and we will have the body done. Now we are going to unhide the cylinder, then move this over here. And now our bolt is done. But if you guys want to make some custom bolts, there is an add-on where you guys can customize your own bolts. So to get that add-on, we are going to go to the Edit, Preferences, and in the add-on, and then we are going to search for the bolt, and we are going to enable it. So now we are going to go to the Add, then Mesh, and then over here we will see the bolt. Now in the bolt, and now if we zoom in, we will have the bolt in its real size. And so I'm going to scale this upwards like this. But now if you look here, we will lose the tab of the bolt. So to bring it back, we are going to right click, then enable, then select the change bolt. So over here you guys can change the head height like this, the flat disc, like this. And also over here we can change the bolt to nut, which it turns it into this thing. which we can also change here its type like this, from hexagonal to log, and then from log to 12 point like this. And in the bolt we have the none, the 12 point, cap, dome, pan, and then the counter sync. And over here we can change the none to addon, and then eor, and then torques, then Phillips, like this. Okay my friends, we have come to the end of another lesson, and I hope it was a really fun lesson. Also, I had really fun while doing these hexagonal and circular bolts and some nuts in a really easy way in Blender. So if you guys haven't liked the video yet, please go and like or subscribe to my channel. So stay tuned. Bye.